Hello everyone, I Suparna, English teacher from Government Senior Secondary School Phase 11, Mohali. Students, I welcome you all in our today's session. Dear students, do you remember a previous lecture that we have done over on the chapter, The Cracked Pot? Yes, and now in our today's session, we are going to do the part 2 of the same chapter. Students, I think you have remembered the chapter very well, and I wish you have done your assignment that I have given you in our previous lecture. And now we are going to do the chapter The Cracked Pot from your English textbook of class 6. But before that, let's have a quick glance of the story that we have already done in our lecture 1. And for that, just have a recapitulation of the story. Dear students, here you have seen a paragraph. In this, you just have to recall the story that we have done earlier. And here we have fill in the blanks. Just read the paragraph and try to fill up the words that we have left with the blank words. Alright? So, here is the chapter of the Part 1, the recapitulation. One of the dash had a dash in it, but the other pot dash perfect. The dash pot was half filled, but the other pot had dash water. When the water bearer reached his master's house, for dash years this went on. The bearer dash only 1.5 pots dash of water to his master's house. Of course, the perfect pot was dash itself. It was perfect for what it was made, but the poor cracked pot was dash of its crack. So students, here we have a recapitulation to get the idea what we have done in our last chapter. So, the answers are: one of the pots had a crack in it, but the other pot was perfect. The cracked pot was half filled, but the other pot had full water when the water bearer reached his master's house. For 2 years, this went on daily. The bearer delivered only 1.5 pots full of water to his master's house. Of course, the perfect pot was proud of itself. It was perfect for what it was made, but the poor cracked pot was ashamed of its crack. So students, here we just have a look of the chapter that we have done in our previous lecture. So, I am sure that you all are very much familiar what had happened in part 1, and now we are going to do the chapter, the same chapter, The Cracked Pot, part 2. And here is the reading. The water bearer felt sorry for the old cracked pot. He said to the pot, "Today, when we return to the master's house, I want you to notice the beautiful flowers along the path. As they returned from the river, the cracked pot took notice of the sun warming the beautiful wildflowers on his side to the path." Yes, students, we know that the cracked pot was very much ashamed of its fault, that bit crack that it has in its pot. So students, when he felt sorry for that and he asked his masters to forgive him, then what his master said? He said, "Today, when we will return from the master's house, I want you," that he wanted the pot to notice something. And what he wanted? He wanted him to notice the beautiful flowers along the path as they returned from the river. So, The cracked pot took the notice of the sun warming the beautiful wildflowers on his side of the path. So students, here we have some meanings. Number 1, return. Return means go back, come back, give back. Number 2, path means footpath, a way or track laid down for walking. Number 3, notice means become aware of or observe. And number 4, warming means making warm. So by learning these words, you just can have a good glance and a good understanding of the chapter. Here we have the reading. It was happy to see the beautiful flowers, but at the end of the path, it still felt bad because it had again leaked out half the water. It apologized to the water bearer for its fault. So now students, the pot was happy to see the beautiful flowers that unintentionally has done, that unintentionally grown just because of that very little crack. But at the end of the path, it still felt bad. He still felt so sorry because it again leaked out half of the water. And then he again apologized to the water bearer for its fault. The fault that he could not contain the full water that he just has filled from the river. So he was again feeling very sorry that I could not contain the full water that I had in the starting. So he was feeling so sorry for this. So dear students, here we have the meaning of the words. Apologized. Apologized means expressed regret for something that one has done wrong or felt sorry. Number 2, fault means a mistake, responsibility for an accident or misfortune. And then we have the reading again. At the last, the bearer said to the pot, "Did you notice that there were flowers only on your side of the path? There were no flowers on the other pot's side. I knew about your crack." So students, when the pot felt sorry, when he was very much ashamed of its guilt, the bearer consoled him and said to the pot, what he said? He said, "Did you notice that there were flowers only on your side of the path? And there were no flowers to the other side." To which side? To the other side of the pot that felt very proud that I contained the full water to its master's house. But look, the other side is quite empty. There is not a single flower. There was not a single flower there. But to the side of the cracked pot, there were beautiful flowers, white flowers, and they were just looking so beautiful to its side. Then, and he said that I knew that you had a crack, and I was very much aware of the thing what would happen. And then he said, "I planted flower seeds on your side of the path, and every day while we walk back from the river, the leaked water fell on them. Without you being just the way you are, we would not have seen these beautiful flowers." What he said then to the pot, the water bearer said, "I planted flower seeds on your side, or over the path where we go and where we went every day. While we walked back from the river, the leaked water fell on them. Without being you, without your notice, the way you are, you just have done a very good work." What was the good work? There were so many beautiful flowers on the side of the cracked pot. So students, here we have new words. The number 1 is planted, meaning sow. Put a seed in the ground so that it can grow. You can see in the picture, There we planted so. Somebody is planting so in the picture, and later on that would grow to the beautiful flowers, to the beautiful plants, right? The next word is seed, means a small hard part of a plant from which a new plant grows, as we have seen in the picture. So next here we have the summary of the story. And dear students, now I am very much sure you have understood the chapter part 1, cracked pot, and now you are very much aware of the story, the whole story of the chapter, the cracked pot. So here we have the summary of the story. There was a water bearer in India. He had 2 large pots. He delivered water to his master in these 2 pots. One of the pot had a crack in it, but the other pot was perfect. Yes, the narrator is saying there was a water bearer living in a village of India. He had 2 large pots. He always delivered water to his master's house from the river to its house within its 2 pots. One of the pot had a crack. The story is about the cracked pot. So, one of the pots had a crack in it, but the other pot was perfect, as we have read in the story. The cracked pot was very much sorry for its crack. On the other side, the second pot, it was very much happy and proud. For what? For containing the full amount of the water comparatively to the cracked pot. The cracked pot felt sorry and apologized to the water bearer for its fault. The water bearer knew about the crack, so the water bearer planted flower seeds on the cracked pot's side of the path. The leaked water fell on them and resulted in the plantation of beautiful flowers. Yes, students, the cracked pot, as we know that cracked pot was very much sorry for its guilt of having a crack in it. So knowing to this fault, knowing to this fact, what the water bearer did, he just planted flower seeds over on the cracked pot sides of the path from where they keep on doing their everyday work. So, and when he noticed that there was a crack in the pot, what he did? Yes, he planted flower seeds to the particular side of the cracked pot, and the leaked water fell on them, and what happened? It was resulted that the plantation of the beautiful flowers, there were beautiful flowers along the side of the cracked pot, not over on the side of the perfect pot that was very much happy. For what? That I contain full amount of water. The side was very much empty, but on the other side there were beautiful flowers. So students, here we have done with the chapter. I hope you understand the summary of the chapter very well. Now go for some activities. For activity number 1, answer the following questions. Dear students, here we have questions. Just have a look. Number 1, who took? Question number 1 is, who took the advantage of the pot's defect? And number 2, who was happy to see the beautiful flowers? Number 3, what did the water bearer plant on the one side of the path? Number 4, what do we learn from this story? And here we have the answers. So students, we have read the story and I hope you have understood the story very well. So now we can go with the answers. Here we are. Question number 1, who took the advantage of the pot's defect? Yes, you're right. And the answer is the water bearer took the advantage of the pot's defect. Question number 2, who was happy to see the beautiful flowers? And the answer is yes, great. The cracked pot was happy to see the beautiful flowers. Why? Because in the beginning he was very much sad and very much ashamed of the guilt that I had a crack. But later on, it became very happy to see the beautiful flowers along his side only. Question number 3. What did the water bearer plant on the one side of the path? And the answer is, the water bearer planted flower seeds on the one side of the path. Question number 4. What do we learn from the story? Yes, very good students, you all are doing very great. And the answer is, we learn that like cracked pot, our flaws can be turned out to be a blessing. Yes, a blessing in disguise means if we do something unintentionally, but later on that becomes a blessing for us and for the others too. So this is the story that tells us what we learned, that like cracked pot, our faults can be turned out to be a blessing in disguise. And students, now we have another activity. Here we have some options. You have to select the right option from the 3 given. Number 1, the cracked pot took notice of dash on their return from the river. And options are beautiful flowers, water leaking from its crack, and the other pot. Next is, the water bearer had dash on one side of the path. And the options are planted flower seeds, planted vegetables, and planted small trees. Next, the pot dash its fault. And the options are informed the water bearer about, apologized to the water bearer for, or option number 3, tried to hide from the water bearer. And then we have number 4, the cracked pot was happy as they went up the hill, probably because. And the options are, it noticed the shining sun. They returned to the master's house. It saw the beautiful wildflowers on his side of the path in the sunshine. So students, here we have the answers. Yes, very good. The cracked pot took notice of what? Beautiful flowers on their return from the river. The next is, the water bearer had dash what? Planted flowers seeds on one side of the path. Correct. The water bearer had planted flower seeds on one side of the path. The next options are, the pot dash its fault. What? Correct. You all are doing very well, students. Apologize to the water bearer for. The pot apologized to the water bearer for its fault. Then we have number 4. The cracked pot was happy as they went up the hill, probably because, yes, it saw the beautiful wildflowers on his side of the path in the sunshine. Very good, students. Now here we have another activity after the reading of the story, and as we are very much aware, I told you in our previous lecture, vocabulary is very much important. Without words, we cannot talk with anyone. If we don't have words to express our feelings, how we can express our ideas, our thoughts to anybody, especially in English. So students, here we have a vocabulary exercise. Look at the words given below. Write as many as you can think of that may relate it to the given words. For example, flowers, as we have done this example earlier too. Yellow, lovely, soft, pretty, bunch, bouquet, etc. So here we have the words. Number 1, beautiful. Number 2, path. And number 3, sun. So try to get the new words that directly strike to your mind after listening to these words. You have few moments to go through these words, and then we're gonna go with the exercise. Here we have the words. Beautiful. What words strike in our mind when we directly listen to the word beautiful? Here we have pretty, flowers, girl, ugly, etc. And the next word is path, footpath, pavement, track, footway, walk, etc. And next word is sun. Yes, very good. What words strike in our mind? Here we have hot, sunny, sunny day, summer, light, yellow, etc. So students, we have done the vocabulary, and here we have one more activity. Learn to pronounce, as pronunciation is very much necessary and demand of the time. For the words that we speak, we should speak the correct pronunciation of the words so that it can give a clear meaning to the listener about what we are talking. So students, never pronounce R word when it appears before a consonant like B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y and Z. These are the consonants. Or at the end of the word, for example, arm. Never pronounce the word R when it appears before the consonants. We have given the list of the consonant letters. And always pronounce R when it appears before a vowel sound, that is A, E, I, O, A. Students, we are not going to say here U because we are talking about vowel sounds, and these are the sounds A, E, I, O, A. For example, grass, right? So always pronounce R when it appears before a vowel sound. Dear students, here is a list of words. Put them in the right column. Just read the list of the words quickly, then we will put them according to their sounds. R, where it appears or where it sounds R, and where the R will be silent. So the words are fork, crack, bird, cart, rose, range, mother, irritate, father, red, car, round, rice, other. So we have the words here, and now put them according to their columns. Silent R sounds. Dear students, here we have two columns. One is for silent R sound and the other is for pronounced R sound. So I wish you have done the words very clearly. Yes, so there are the words that comes under silent R sound and the words that comes under the column pronounced R sound. So first we will go with the silent R sound words, right? So number one is, read aloud, fork, very good, fork, bird, cart, mother, father, car, others. Very good students, you are doing very great. And now we have to read aloud the words where we have to pronounce R sound. Alright? Then the words are crack, rose, arrange, irritate, red, round, rice. So students, here we have read the words which we have to pronounce in silent R and which we have to pronounce with the R sound. So I hope you have learned these words very much carefully. And next students, we have an home assignment. I really hope that you have done the chapter very well and understood this chapter very clearly. and this is a very motivational story, The Cracked Pot, which gives you a very inspirational lesson that if we done anything unintentionally in our flows, unintentionally, if we done anything, but later on that thing too can be result in a good thing as a blessings in disguise. So dear students, here we have a home assignment. Just have a quick look and write these things over on your text copies and try to answer it. I'm going to read the question for you. Look at the picture and match them with suitable words. And then what you have to do, when you match the words with the picture, after that you just have to frame a sentence for each words. Read the words aloud and try to match the words with their pictures. Number 1 is flowers. Number 2 is river. Number 3 is house. And number 4 is happy. You have few minutes to just have the look to the pictures and try to match these words with the picture, students, and then you all have to make sentences, because as we have talked, vocabulary is very much important when we converse, when we interact, when we talk, and when we do anything in written. Vocabulary is very much important. This is a practice task for you. Do it, students, and I am very grateful that you all have enjoyed this chapter, The Cracked Pot, and I am very much sure you all will do this exercise very enthusiastically, because you have learned new words, you have learned new vocabulary from the chapter that we just has done in these 2 chapters, The Cracked Pot Part 1 and The Cracked Pot Part 2. Try to keep the meanings of the words that we have done in your mind and use it in your regular life to have a good grasp, a good capture over on the language. So thank you, students, and I wish you have understood the chapter very well. I, Suparna, thank you very much, and I wish you all a very great future and have a good day. This chapter is done and taken by with the great initiative of the Department of Punjab School Education. Thank you.